Hello guys, welcome. My first YouTube video ever. This is a channel where I'm going to talk about basketball. I'm a huge Bucks fan. Watch basketball all the time. Basketball is like one of the biggest things that I do. Like outside of school, I think that's probably one of the biggest things. Even I'd say sometimes over school, I put basketball. So yeah, I'm a huge basketball fan. I have Bucks jersey. We're not gonna look at the number because he's gone. But I'm a huge Bucks fan though. I got other stuff around my room for it and whatever. I just love to talk about basketball all the time, and I was thinking why not make a YouTube channel, plus I got recommended to do it. So yeah, I'll have more interesting concepts down the road for videos, but for now I just kind of want to talk about some of the moves that we've seen in free agency this season. So we'll start off with the more recent obvious big ones, and then we'll go down the line a bit more. Today, this morning, we saw LeBron signed a 2-year, $8 million contract with the Philadelphia 76ers, with a second year being a player option, which tells me something. It tells me that he'll probably play that second year if Philly wins a championship, or if he sees another team that he wants to go to more than Philly. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I see this as being a pretty big signing. They could possibly win the championship. I mean, they wouldn't have gotten Bron anyways without Jaylen Brown, without that Jaylen Brown trade, without Brad Stevens being a bit stupid and trading Jaylen Brown in the first place for Paul George and 2 first-round picks, I believe. Definitely a great signing for them. Great that they won the LeBron sweepstakes when people kind of just thought they were out of it. It was supposed to just be Miami, Warriors, and Cavs that were in the race there at the end or whatever, but LeBron ended up picking Philadelphia, which I thought from the beginning he was going to pick. As soon as I saw the Jaylen Brown trade and then people were like, oh, LeBron's not going back to the Lakers, I was like, that has to be because of the Jaylen Brown thing, right? And then 76ers improved their bench so much over the next couple weeks. I mean, obviously two signings, but like they had two huge signings that improved their bench so much, you know what I mean? And it's just like LeBron was guaranteed to come there, so good signing for them for sure. The next thing we'll go to is the Jaylen Brown trade. I'm not just going to go over free agency, it's going to be over trades as well. So Jaylen Brown being traded was probably the biggest thing that happened right before that, if I'm not wrong. Jaylen Brown being traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, Boston's rivals. Kind of nuts to me to trade your star player to a rival, but I mean, we did it, so join the party, I guess. I like this move for Philly, obviously. I mean, you get Jaylen Brown, a guy who just came off of an MVP caliber season, and then all you're giving up is Paul George. And Paul George is on a pretty bad contract. Now, yes, I think Paul George will contribute to the Celtics enough for them to be a good team, but I think that Paul George won't contribute enough to make the trade worth it because Paul George wound up retiring before Jaylen Brown leaves Philly, in my opinion. If Jaylen Brown leaves Philly before Paul George leaves Boston, maybe. I doubt that ever happens. I don't know. I don't really think Jaylen will end up leaving for at least for a while until he's already cemented a legacy kind of more in Philly. So I like the trade obviously for Philadelphia. Boston, those picks aren't going to be too valuable. I mean, with VJ coming in, Tyrese is not young, but he's not old. Same thing with JB, so I like this look for the Celtics, though. I mean, with the other signings that they made of Mitchell Robinson and stuff like that, I liked what they're doing, kind of, a little bit. Not really, but like a little bit. They'll still be a good team, right? There was no way that they were going to win this. I mean, actually, they're the reason why the East is so stacked right now. Like, if they traded, they're the reason why Philadelphia is the favorite to win the finals next year. Or, like, one of the favorites. They're, like, top 3, I'd say. Next trade we'll go over is the biggest one that's happened this offseason, and that is the Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Miami Heat trade. This was my guy getting traded, my favorite player. He's been my favorite player for so long now. I don't even know how many years, I'm not going to lie. But he's been my favorite player for so long. I have his jersey, I have posters that I had up on my wall of him. I kind of felt like this trade was for the best anyways, but it kind of sucks that it had to be Miami. It kind of sucks that Miami did have such a good package to give us either way. I mean, we ended up getting Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kasparas Jukonis, and Khalil Ware out of this deal. So I mean, I'm not mad. We also got picks. We got 2 picks, so not mad. Obviously, giving up a guy like Giannis sucks, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the Miami Heat will be that good next year. I don't think they'll be that good. I don't think they'll be as good as people think they're gonna be at the problem. People think that they're about to be like a top 3 team, contending, obviously, right? But I don't think so. I don't think that team's good enough to do that. They have Bam and Giannis. but the spacing is terrible. They have no shooters on that team at all. They just lost Norman Powell this offseason, Tyler Hero as well, two of their biggest scorers, biggest shooters as well. You know, they got Davion Mitchell, who can't really shoot the three well. He's more so known for his defense. So, you know, it's just like Miami's a team that you don't want to go through if you're a good offensive team, but if you can, like, I don't know how to explain. Their offense is just so bad, though. Like, sure, Giannis is a good scorer, and you could say whatever you want about the Bam Adebayo 83-point thing or whatever. I'm like, that doesn't matter. He scored 83 points last season. He's not going to do it next season. You know what I mean? And Bam's not really that great of a scorer outside of that game, anyways. That game was a one and done type of thing. He's never going to reach those heights again. He has never had 40 points in his career besides for that night. And no, I don't want to take it away from him. It was still a big accomplishment. Big ups to Bam. But it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of just like it's never going to happen again. He's never going to get close to that. I don't even think he'll score 40 again, let alone score 83. And then Giannis as well, a guy who can't shoot threes. Bam can't really shoot threes. I mean, he had 7 threes in that game, but, like, also went 7 for 20, I think. So, don't really have it. I can't even think of a three-point shooter they have on the roster. Oh, wait, Tim Hardaway Jr., but that doesn't count. All right, anyways, some more things. We're going to go over the 4. I don't know how many it was. However many signings the Lakers made. I think it was 3 or 4. Oh, yeah, it was 4. Okay. So, Mamu, Walker, Sexton, Grimes. All within the span of like 30 minutes. So, the Walker Kessler one I think came for, and even if it didn't, I'm just going to go in this order because it's more interesting. Walker Kessler got traded for, it was like 4 first-round picks. 2 of them were swaps. 2 of them were unprotected, right? And the Lakers are paying him a lot of money. No, a win for the Jazz, lose for the Lakers. The Jazz get some picks that could be valuable. I don't know what the picks are exactly, but like I don't know. With Luka on your team, sure, you're guaranteed to be good, but the Mavericks weren't always good when he was playing for them because injuries become a problem. The team built around him isn't too great all the time. I mean, even right now, I'd say with the second best player being Austin Reeves, who's great, but third best player, you could throw up a debate for a couple people. You know what I mean? You'd want to say Walker Kessler, but then at the same time, you could say Quentin Grimes, you could say Sexton, you know, which sucks because those are all 3 new additions to the team. Next up, we'll talk about Grimes. Grimes ended up signing on a pretty big contract. I just remember that this was huge and that he was paid way too much money. I think he's getting paid like $16 million a year. He got that big payday he was looking for from a team that had a lot of money to spare since they gave up a player that was looking for, or not looking for, but that had a max contract before. I don't really know how this signing will work out. I mean, if he ends up playing how he did in Philly when he was going off and having his Linsanity run or whatever, if he can play like that for Los Angeles, then I'd say that this is a win for them. But if not, then I don't really know. I mean, if they win a championship, then whatever, but they're not going to. The Lakers aren't in the conversation for the championship right now, so it doesn't matter anyways. We're going to go with Colin Sexton. So Colin Sexton, I don't think got paid that much, unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I could just be forgetting, but I'm pretty sure he didn't get paid that much. I think it's a good signing for the Lakers. I mean, obviously another guard. You've signed 2 guards already in this entire thing, and it's kind of like they need a big man, you know? I mean, not really anymore because they have Walker Kessler. They have one of the best centers in the league. I mean, when healthy. But they have one of the best centers in the league when healthy, so. Good signing, obviously. Colin's a guy who, hustle player, he can win. I mean, not really because he's never made the playoffs, but good signing for the Lakers. I feel like that's a pretty good one for sure. Next up is Mamu Gedesvili. I don't know how to say his last name. I think that's how it is. So, Mamu, I don't know how big his contract was, but he just came off a pretty good season out in Toronto. They made the playoffs. He was a big part of it. He's a big three-point shooter for that team. I think that this was a good signing for the Lakers, obviously, to add more three-point shooting around Luka, a guy who can hit those catch and shoots, a guy that can hit off the perimeter. Also a good defender as well, a guy that hustles on defense. Like I said before, same thing with Quentin Grimes, Kessler, and Sexton. They all hustle, you know. And I think that's what the Lakers went for, and I think that's a really good thing to look for in players and stuff, you know, which most players have, but Luka doesn't, so. You know, they had to get some things around Luka to help him out a bit. Can't really give any other big signings. I mean, I know that we have a lot left with James Harden still being out there, who's probably going to sign back to Cleveland, Bennett Mathurin, who's probably going to sign back to the Clippers. But regardless, I mean, I don't really know what's going on anymore. I guess we'll have to see. I don't think I'm missing any big ones or anything, and if I am, I'll do a part 2. But until then, I'll see y'all. I'm going to do another video soon. This is not the video for the week, most likely. This is my first video because I had to do it tonight. Love y'all. Bye.